Hi there again. Just an update on the garden, just to let you guys know how it's going. Starting off with the butternut plants. This is how they're looking now. Still a little bit overcrowded. I might need to still move some of them. But what I'm planning to do with these is to maybe train them to grow up onto this fence, and then they're not on the ground when the butternuts get bigger. They won't get attacked as easily by insects and whatnot, hopefully. That's my plan with those. I'll just sort of give you a close-up view of them. The leaves are getting quite big. Something chewing on it there, insect or something. But yeah, that's the butternut section, what it's looking like now. Then we'll just swing around to the maize. Hopefully you can hear me over the noise of the traffic. It was quiet when I was about to start this video, then the traffic started piling up on the road out there. The latest ones I planted haven't grown much. They don't seem to be doing that well. A few of them are struggling. We've had some fairly heavy rains. So I don't know if those are going to make it to the end of the season, if they're going to survive or not. The ones I planted before, the first batch, they seem to be doing okay, most of them. They sort of, some of them about a foot high now. They seem to be coming along alright. Some of them have got some sort of brownish leaves on them, probably from too much rain or something. Stems are getting quite thick on them. So they're coming along alright. I just need to get down and do some more weeding. The weeds just spring up like you wouldn't believe. That it's all in the compost that you get. They seem to be riddled with the stuff. The beans section, this is what it's looking like now. They're getting flowers on them. So once those open up, what I plan to do is to try and cross-pollinate them with a brush, because I don't know if there's enough bees and so on these days to pollinate the things. So that's the first section of beans. They're doing quite well. They don't really need supports. I've pinched some of the supports for the small maize plants to try and help them out. And the beans seem to be still doing alright. So hopefully we'll get a decent crop out of that. Speedy the tortoise is looking after those for me. And the other section of the beans, they're still quite small. For some reason they don't seem to be growing as well, but we'll give it time and see what happens. This is the section that I sort of sifted all the soil, etc. So maybe they don't like the soil when it's sifted, who knows. Then we come to the potato plants, and I've got 5 of them in total now. So the first 3 here, just 1 tire high. They're just about ready. I've been building up the soil in the center of them. They're sort of just about ready for another tire to be placed on top and filled with soil. That's the 4th one there. That's the original one there. It's getting quite big. I've put another tire on there, but I haven't filled it with soil as yet. I think these leaves are not quite high enough. I'll maybe half fill it, give it a chance to grow upwards. So that's 3 tires high at the moment. That one's coming along nicely. Hopefully we'll get a decent crop out of that. So yeah, that's the potato section. That's what that's looking like now. And the soil for that I've been digging out of this embankment here. Because I'm planning to try and level that off so that the garden's all level instead of going up a slope here. And what I might do is to get more tires, put all the rubble inside them to build like a wall here to shore this lot up. There's plenty of rubble there. I was trying a sifting method by just putting this stuff on the grate and letting the rain do the job for me, because the stuff was too wet to sift. So yeah, there's not a lot of turf left here, so at least not much stuff to mow either. And yeah, been wearing my gumboots or Wellingtons, or wellies as they call them here, which are quite handy for in the garden. If you have a look on YouTube for the gumboot dance, it's quite an interesting, there's some interesting video clips on that. People wearing wellies or gumboots and doing a dance with them. Yeah, I thought I'd just mention that fact. Also, while I was digging here, I found a small skull. I think it belonged to some kind of bird or something. Possibly even my son's hamster, but it looks a bit too big for that. Looked for it now but couldn't find it again. I'd put it to the side. Don't know what happened to that. But anyway, that's an update on the garden. I haven't had to water it recently because we've had quite a bit of rain. And yeah, most of the stuff seems to be doing okay. And I'll do another follow-up in a few weeks' time. To me, it doesn't look like the stuff's growing much. But I see it all the time, I suppose. If I look back at the videos, I'll probably notice the difference. So anyway, that's it for this episode, and hopefully you find it a bit interesting, and we'll see whether we get any beans on these plants here, and do another one, as I say, in a couple of weeks' time. Let you know how things are progressing. Anyway, thanks for watching, keep well, be safe, and until next time, bye bye.